Okay. And we are live. So, after yesterday's stream on Abiotic Factor, which I still highly recommend, today we're going to be playing, for a bit longer this time, Vintage Story. The first thing you're going to notice is that it looks a bit like Minecraft, and that's pretty much where the comparison ends. It's mostly about looks, whereas let's say that Vintage Story is to Minecraft what Dwarf Fortress is to Minecraft. Okay, that wasn't a good example. What Dwarf Fortress is to RimWorld? I think that works. Definitely something how Dwarf Fortress is like the next level of detail and complications compared to a another game of the same genre. Same thing with this game. So we're gonna have some struggle surviving for now at the beginning, but it's all part of the process. Anyway, let's get started. Boop. Game. Come back, please. Game. Hey, there it is. So we're gonna play single player, not on the old save file. We're gonna make a new one on standard. My Cave World. I'm gonna keep that name. Standard, please. Dark Kingdom Tales. Sure, whatever. Create world, please. Oh wait, I probably should have checked in the options. Oh well, too late now. It's fine, we'll make another world. I wanted to change some options for this playthrough. Have some fun with it. Looks like it's a bit late now. Particularly, I wanted to turn on block gravity because I played without it, but I wanted to see what it was like with it. I'm not gonna press cancel because last time I pressed this button, it corrupted the save file. And I don't want I don't want to have to deal with all that. So we'll just remake another world. Skip, leave. We're just gonna delete that. Wait, can I change? No, I can't change. Okay, I'll delete. That's fine, whatever. New world again. Standard but customize. Okay, so game mode survival, player life infinite, yep. Grace timer none. Seasons, days per month, true winters, block gravity. Sand, gravel, and soil with sideways instability. Sand, gravel, and soil with sideways instability. Sure. Whatever that means. Cave-ins. Causes unstable rock to collapse when mined. Enable. Blocks, fire spread, fire from lightning. Ooh. That would suck if our house got burned down because the lightning struck it. Nah, I'm gonna leave this off for now. I love underground farming. That's whatever. Prevent liquid sources transported by bucket. Bucket can be used to create new water sources blocks. I like the idea of using buckets to transport water. And the rest seems fine. I just wanted to turn on block gravity okay, go doggy. Dog it out. I wanted to turn on block gravity to see what it was like. It's probably gonna make mining much harder, but that's fine. Apply. Foggy Kingdom World, whatever, sure. Now let's start. So the story is, we're some kind of species of blue people. Blue people that can respawn, basically. I think that's the plot. Basically. That's not very blue, is it? Let's randomize a couple times. Okay, that seems fine except for the mustache. Voice type. This one's fine. Mustache is a bit much. That's fine. The rest is fine. And the class, let's see, Commoner, Hunter, less melee damage, less ore drop, less mining speed. We can make special bows. Malefactor, less health, less ranged distance, less melee damage. Meh. Clockmaker, less health, less melee damage. More melee damage, more hunger, less range damage, less loot. Tailor. I'm taking Blackguard. More mining speed, more health point, can make special sword, more melee damage, more armor durability. Can wear heavier armor, but we're gonna be more hungry, which is gonna be a bit bad in the beginning. Less ranged damaged. Nah. We're fine with the opposite, with the Hunter. Less melee damage, but more range damage, range accuracy, range distance. We can make special bows. I think I'm gonna go with Commoner. So we can do both ranged and close range. Okay, stop talking. So, welcome to the world of Vintage Story. Oh god, there's a rift already. Our first goal is to find a place to live. Stop. Don't. Remove this tip. Remove this tip. Hold K to remove the tip. Never show again. Okay, thank you. I'm good. I've played the tutorial before. I can play the game, mostly. I don't know everything, but we should have enough. We can stay here if we need to. There's a trader here. The treasure hunter. Whoa. Haven't seen you around. You just wake up? I think so. Well, good morning to you. Name's Roy. I roam about these parts finding and trading what I can. Why live out here? Most people live in villages, holed up and cautious of many threats, and there certainly are threats, as you've likely seen. Not me, though. I like it out here, and besides, there's profit to be made. What are those horrible creatures? Ah, those miserable souls. Cursed ones, drifters. Those are the monsters. They come and go, lost in grief and rage, punished by God they were. They could seek atonement, but nay. All they wish to do is spread their misery. Punished by God? What crime did they do? They challenged God himself, and God cast them down into the earth to wriggle like worms. Gears. That's the currency. While they're limited, they're durable, and they're frankly useless to us. Perfect for currency. Wish they weren't so dang heavy, though. Are you sure? Truth is, these gears mean something special to most folks. We have no idea why they're out there, but you can still find them in the old place of the world, or deep under the surface if you dare. They're the seeds of the past. They're a promise of the future. And like as not, many of us can feel God's grace upon them. They're part of something greater, as are we all. These are holy symbols to us. Why can't you reproduce them? You can always pour some ore in a mold and then leave it in the rain. You have yourself a rusty gear, but there's a precision and a uniformity to these that's remarkable. They're tough as well. I'm not sure what sort of alloy was used to make them. Some people believe they weren't made by human hands. Okay. What's your name is Roy? Anything interesting place? Got something big for you, too dangerous for me, but you'll be able to bring me a tin bronze pickaxe. Yeah, that's for the story of the game. Trading. Could set up some bronze tools. Buy some stuff. Okay, let's first focus on surviving. We need food. We need tools. I'll pick up some stones, sure. We need reeds for backpack space. Oh, flint. Yoink, give me that. This is better than these stones anyway. We should try and find some water. We can get some reeds out of it. We're gonna be using those a lot in the early game. There's sand. There's some wild flax. I'm gonna... I don't know if I should have done that. It's a lot of inventory space when we don't have that much. Okay, let me do something we are gonna be doing a lot. It's marking stuff. Up. Like this. Ooh, bauxite. Interesting, interesting. Let's do this in this forest. We're gonna be using wood, I think. Presumably to do stuff. We do need to have a house by the night. Or someplace to hold up in anyway. Oh, copper. Hey, that's good. We're gonna mark it for later. Up. Copper. Nice. That'll come in really handy. This is a forest of gravel. With some caves. We probably will come back here later. Might have to make a... Ooh, run! It's collapsing. Okay. Never mind, we're not making a house down there. Not yet, anyway. I gotta find some water. And reeds. It's important for making storage space. Which we're gonna need a lot of. And keep picking up flint as we go along. More flint. Thank you. We're gonna need a lot of it anyway. Oops, that was a stone. Those ruins over there could come in handy. Go, go, go. Bunch of grass, more flint. Portal to the demon world. Run away from that. Oh, there's high portal activity, huh? Neat. Yeah, there are ruins here. They're not looking good for us inhabiting them. There's a bunch of grain, which we won't be able to properly eat for a while. There's bony soil down there. I gotta find a better place to live. We need... Ideally, for the early game, we'd need clay and wood. That's what we're gonna be using to survive. And to get clay, we have to get out of this. Oh, that's a bear. Okay. Don't go near the bear. And also we need water. The giant mountain range. Oh, water, but there's no reeds. And even if we do find water, we don't have any sticks to make stuff. Let me get some sticks. Come on, some sticks. Thank you. That's one sticks. Some berries. They'll last a couple of days before they rot. Come on, sticks. Thank you. Well, we have a couple of sticks. That'll help, for sure. Still Caveman engine. Yeah, we started 5 minutes ago. I don't even have reeds. Which is what we're looking for right now. Good thing on the day one that some berry bushes are still fully grown. That's good for us. Ahem. Please give me some reeds. I'm gonna find like a swamp or something. Or water. There's so many portals, rifts, demon places, demon holes. I'm gonna mark that later. Thank you. Come back here later. Aha! I see some reeds, at least. Okay, let's hide behind a corner. And time to bang some rocks together. Need a knife. And clay, yep. Clay, wood, reeds. We have some reeds here at least. Okay. Let's go. More stuff, that's carrots. Yeah, that's important. Mark that for later. Cute. Wait, can I just punch these? It'll destroy the roots? Let me try. Looks like a better Minecraft so far. Well, That's what I first said when I started the stream was you're gonna see something that looks like Minecraft, but that's where the comparison ends. It's like saying that Dwarf Fortress is looking like a better RimWorld, or I don't know, like Dwarf Fortress is looking like a better like a better Minecraft. It's like a different, well, isn't it? I would say it's a different genre of game. Well, no, that's not exactly it. It's like if Minecraft wasn't made in 2005. Does that make more sense? It's more advanced for sure. Anyway, we have some reeds. Do we have enough for a backpack? We don't. We need more. Dang it. They was making a mod for Minecraft, but they made a new game. Yeah! That's because it's like a different game, basically. There's some ruins over there. I feel like those are pretty good to live in, but I need water. It just changed a lot. Aha! Water! Okay, we can live in these ruins. Are the kids home, so we'll be back. See you! Hopefully by the time you're back, we'll be playing with clay. That's a bunch of grass and rocks. I'll take it, I guess. Okay, this will be enough. We can live around here. We just need to find some clay. There's woods. Oh wait, well the woods aren't nearby, but they'll be fine. We can move. We can do some travels for wood. Yeah, look at that. There's some woods. It's fine. Give me all of these cattails. Thank you, thank you. We'll need all of it. We will need all of it. What a good story, too. I haven't gotten that far into the story. At least not to the end of what was available. So I can't comment on that part. What I do massively like is the crafting system. It's a really unique and interesting crafting system. First with the Minecraft, you know, slot blocks into, you know, the crafting table. But then there's a whole more additional aspect to it with production chains and stuff. Can't I make a river going to my base? I mean, I could. But what if I had my base going to a river instead? I mean, this is day one. I just want a place to hold up in. Okay. Make some... Oops. That's a bit too much. That's one. That's two. That's three. Okay, we can afford 3 of those. Boop. Oh, wait. There we go. Ah, storage space. That'll help. Oh, gosh darn it. Another rift. Okay. Let's try and plug the holes in this thing. More rifts. Gotta do it fast then. First, is there any loot in here? This looks basically complete. Okay, how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna pick up a bunch of dirt, ram it together so it doesn't fall, and use that for building blocks. First I need to nap some rocks. Okay. Shovel. Let's make that. Boop. Shovel done. I have to dig around. I think we can make like a little moat around this place. Kind of. Ooh, there's a bunch of crops, wild crops around. It's not gonna do much against the enemies, but it'll be there. Is that peat? There's a peat field! Amazing. You can burn peat, like in the old times. Oh, I heard. Old-timey times. Next update allows player to close those gates. Okay, you gotta shiver it good. Anyway, peat is combustible dirt. It's like coal, but with grass. But I do need soil though. I don't need peat right now. Well, I do need peat. I will need peat. That's amazing. But I need dirt right now. A lot of dirt. Ooh, we have medium fertility soil. You know, we could live here. It's a decentish spot. There's medium fertility soil. There's there's peat. There's space, open space. Okay. So now, if we don't want this dirt to fall, we gotta do like this. No? How do I do ramshackle earth again? Let me check the guide. Rammed earth. Whoops. Rammed earth. Ah, 6 like that. Okay. It's packed dirt. Okay, packed dirt. That's 6 down there. Okay. Oop. That'll be enough, I think, to plug the holes in here. I hope. So does this fall? No. Good. Let's have our little hovel. Okay. Good. We can have small holes, that's fine. Now this is misery. That's fine. We'll be able to restore this. Well, will we do? I don't know if we will restore this space, but we'll be able to if we want to. Let's make a door hole. We haven't found any clay, but we haven't really looked hard for it. I'm just worried about these holes that might be able to be shot through. For example, I did something like this. Okay. Then something like we have to dig this. I just don't want to get shot while we stay in here and hide. Okay, and then something like this. We need more. We need more dirt. 6 more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And ram it so it doesn't fall. Thank you. It's plugged. This corner can stay. It's gonna be like a makeshift window. Or not. Zeraffle, hi! Hello everybody. There we go, we got a little dirt hovel. What do we need next? More reeds, for sure. A lot more reeds. And I think I should get a spear because there's so many portals. Let me get some of this grass. Oh, and also a bed. I think we have a good amount of daylight hours right now in spring. There we go. Might need some more food too. We'll see. The house is not bad, not bad, but is yours. It's, I mean, it'll have to do, I guess. Time to make a spear. Boop. I will make 2, but we're really tight on inventory space. There we go. We can expand as time goes on. I'm thinking this is a, well, it depends on what resources we find outside, but I think this can be a proper place for a decent base later on. The 1.2 update makes getting fire clay such a pain in the ass. like a couple of hours doing nothing but crafting fire clay in your last world. In my initial run, I had plenty because I did a lot of surveying, prospecting for resources. I found that black clay often. I found at least oh wait, there's a cave right there. I found at least 3 spots where there was coal, and right underneath the coal there was fire clay. So I have plenty of fire clay. What time is it going dark? Oh yeah, it's gonna happen soon. I need some wood, some firewood for a fire. Actually, no, I can use peat. Can I? I don't know. Can I make a? Can I start a fire with just peat? Jesus. Ooh. No! No! Ouch! Ooh. Run away. Finding fire clay in the wild is tough. It only spawns under coal and bauxite. Nowhere else. Well, that's the thing, is that because it used to be tough to find fire clay, crafting it is actually something that is supposed to make it easier, not harder. I need a bunch of stuff. First, wood. It is kind of getting dark. And I need food. I think I see food. Just saying you miss not having to craft. That makes sense. But they just run. I didn't. I read the chat and it disappeared. What happened? No. Reeds. Oh, there it is. Nice. Well, we have something to cook at least. Oop. Okay. I didn't see, was my place temporarily stable? That's one of the things I found that I've, at least twice now, I've done a base on some place that was temporarily unstable and had to move it all. At least the second time, though, I did notice it before I built too much stuff. You. Okay, well, we might have to come back here later. What is my mod list? None. 0 mods. Vanilla. Though we do have block gravity enabled, compared to a default world. That's about it. First night is far from house. It'll be fine. I think the game with 0 mods sounds frustrating. Well, I don't know what kind of mods there are that would make. Well, I can see that there'd be lots of quality of life mods, but I'm fine with the game as is. Okay, wood. Yay. Quickly. Make an axe. Right here, right now. Boop. Boop. That's our last stick. Quickly. Quality of life mods for this game are a godsend. I could see it. You know what? That might even elevate the game. Just like what I was talking about yesterday with a biotic factor. Get out of here. Okay, back to cutting down the tree. Quickly. I think we might need more grass for a bed and torches. We'll see. You can see a bunch of stuff out there. Come on. Give me that maple. No! Keep cutting! Keep cutting! Oh, there's a bowthorn. Ha! Okay, we have wood. Get out of here. And some sticks. Run. I should have picked up some cattail roots. You have the well-balanced and design mods that make the game harder, like butchering. Ooh, sounds good. Sounds interesting. And hydrate and dehydrate. They make the game magically harder, but like in a good way. That sounds good to me. Butchering. What? I might be dying. We're kind of far from the spawn, but not that far. I might need more grass. Quickly. Use the rest of the knife on grass. So now our next goal is to get some clay, I think. And more reeds. A lot more reeds. But hey, we might survive the first night. Oh, and food. We're kind of struggling on food. I'm just gonna spend this entire knife on grass. We can make another one in the hovel. Okay. Butchering is an absolute must-have. You can craft many types of butchering racks, hooks, methods of skinning, draining blood using blood and organ meat for recipes, using sinew for bowstrings and glue. Sounds amazing. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we have what it takes to make a full-on door, so I'm just gonna plug this. Quickly, give me some firewood. I'm just gonna make it all into firewood. Okay, we have just what it takes to make a fire starter, but not a torch. Even though it gives you more resources, it also makes butchering much more work. That sounds really good to me, anyway. Ah. Okay. So what do we have? A bunch of cattails, which I like. For our lack of backpack space. Can I make... I forgot how to make the chest, the hand reed basket. This one. We don't have enough. We do not have enough. We're still missing 9 more cattails. For the game on the dev's official website, you can just look at the mods page and sort by the most downloaded. Don't want to use any mods. I think wrong, but they're definitely worth a look. Well, as I was saying yesterday with Abiotic Factor, quality of life can really elevate a game from good to legendary. Okay, so let's see. We have a bunch of grass. We can use this to make a bed, at the very least. And then, boop. Might be able to skip some parts of the night. What else can we do here? We can use some amazing ground storage. Boop. I need a new knife, but we're out of stuff. That's fine. Let's see. Arrowheads, axe head, hoe head. I'll just make another knife for now. Tomorrow we need to get some food because we're hungry. Find some clay and more cattails. Ooh, peat bricks. I guess we don't really need that much firewood. We can just have peat. We have a bunch of stones that we probably won't be using, but that's whatever. It's a bit cramped too. Anyway, take a nap. Take a nap. And you're home. And we got our dirt hovel. Unfortunately, we didn't get as far as getting clay, so that's too bad. Oh god, we're hungry. Oh, hungry. What time is it? It's 4 AM. It looks pretty light outside. I mean, not that light, but pretty light. Eat some raw grain. It's better than nothing. I mean, in mid-game, you only ever use firewood to make charcoal in preheating ovens. Peat is love. Peat is life. Well, we got... Fortunately for us, we got a peat field right outside. Okay. So, we gotta get a bunch of stuff. Ooh, escape! Oh my god, that's so many. Run. They will only have medium rift activity. Ooh. Let me mark this for later. I'll be home. For now, anyway. Peat burns longer than firewood, so it means we can cook more food with less peat. Good to know. Okay, we gotta get some food. We need food, we need clay. Food, clay, sticks. Hey, more peat. I'm just gonna mark that. That'll be peat. For later. Oh, we did see a bunch of wild veggies out and about. It takes peat 16 in-game hours for peltkins. Firewood is 20. Ooh. Right, I already knew that peat was a good fuel source because it doesn't require much work. Just a shovel instead of a axe and then having to process the wood. Anyway, oh, I just see something to eat. What is that? Nope. I tried it. A baby deer. I'll go for the rabbit. Got it. Oh wait, we don't have a we don't have a okay, well, can I just pick that up? No. We don't have a stick. Quickly, give me a stick. I gotta make a knife. Stick. 2 sticks. Good. That's not much food, but it's something. Better than nothing. Where did I kill the rabbit again? Around here, right? Right? Oh, what? I lost it. Rabbit. No, come back. Rabbit. I can just kill another one, I guess. Oh. That's... there it is. Wait, no, that's from yesterday. What? What the... What the... What? What the... What? Whatever. It's fine. We can kill another one. You can use bones as an alternative to sticks when crafting axes and knives, as long as it's not tiny bones. Bone handles have higher durability than sticks. Ooh. I missed it. Probably... Oh, I'm killing that. Give me your meat. I missed. I missed again. Got it. Oops, that was... I forgot to slow down for a bit. Aha! Next to the bushes, it's fine. We got a boar. It's 7 times as much meat. Also, we gotta take the bones. There we go. That'll help. So, reeds. Need reeds for making chests. There's some food. We'll just have to get everything raw for now because we can't cook much. Usually in this game you struggle with is fat. You need so much fat with a windmill and making several full sets of winter clothing in a multiplayer game and you lose your mind. Well, in a single player as I'm struggling with resin instead of fat for the windmill. Oh, the deer. Oh, they ran away. I'm probably not going to be able to kill this easily with just a flint spear. But as long as you hunt, like, for like a day or two, not only do you get much meat, but you get a lot of fat too. Well, it depends on what you kill, I guess. Or on your spawn place. Resin respawns as long as you don't destroy the tree. It takes a few days. Yeah, but when I played, I had plenty of, at least for, you know, on a single player. Oh, is that... That's clay, okay. When I played on a single player save file, I didn't struggle for for fat, but I did for resin. Let's take like a stack of clay. Also, I'm gonna mark this for later. We're in a pretty good spot. Up. There's a portal nearby, quickly. I still need the reeds. So once we have clay burning, I think we'll have to focus on getting our hovel looking a bit better, since we can use clay to make some cobblestone. And then once we have a better hovel, it means we'll have the space for our tools, our forging tools. While everything cooks in the pit kiln. Okay, let's go with 2 stacks. 3 stacks? We need a lot. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. Single player games, you actually get more flax from monster farming than your actual farming. Multiplayer, that's not the case. Multiplayer will be on that shit. I do like how in multiplayer you can specialize your characters. And so you need to. So you gotta have somebody focus on food, gotta have somebody focus on smithing. That kind of stuff. Anyway, we got some precious clay. 1 more stack. Let's keep digging until the shovel breaks. Inventory is already full. But we still have cattails on us, so that's good. Reeds. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna throw away some chalk, even though that's a precious stone. I'm not gonna be using it. But throw that away, please. Throw that away. I'm gonna throw away this raw hide because I probably won't be using it. Actually, you know what? We can process this hide. Well, should we? I'm not sure. Let's focus on. Let's do one thing at a time. Okay, that's clay done. Good. Oh, hey, there's a settlement again. Next, reeds. There we go, reeds. Usually spend a tremendous amount of time doing clay forming, pit kilns, leather making, as no one else wants to do that busy work. The first 2 is something you usually do for the first couple of hours. That is true. We're gonna be clay forming for a while now. At least at night. We'll spend our nights clay forming and our days probably looking for food and fuel. Well, actually, we need sticks. We'll need sticks for clay forming, but we have peat and we have grass plenty. Do you remember working in mine chalk? That's what matters. Chalk may very well be what you will use for leather making later. Though I think we got that from a pot, if I remember right. From breaking a pot. I want the red meat. Thank you. As you can see, I'm quite proficient with spears, even though later in the game you don't really get to use spears as much. But I've been hunting with them for a long time, so I'm pretty good with them. Usually I carry around 3 spears when I have the inventory space for it, but right now we don't. We only found so far 1 copper spot. We're gonna need more than that. But 1 is already good. We also do have caves below. It's a spooky place. More reeds! Yes! Driftwood, whatever. I think once we have that, that'll be enough. Next we have to focus on making a pit kiln, I think. Assuming they want leather armor, we use a mod that rebalanced armor. The leather is good to put on top of Gambison. At least mid-game that when you have not enough metal. Not enough metal? Well, I guess if you're using an alloy like bronze, but always have plenty of copper, or at least in the mid-game, once once you start getting out and looking for ore, you should have plenty of copper and iron. Especially if you can find 2 or more iron veins, because those things are massive. But you do have to... I guess in multiplayer, it takes so long to make a regular armor for a single player. No berries? No berries. Even in single player, it takes quite a long time to make armor for just a single person, so I can't imagine how long it takes for like 5 people to get all metal armor. Unless you automate it. Aha! Basket. Can I make another one? Not yet. Need more reeds. Okay, and also we should try and get some stuff to plant, some trees to plant near our house. I'm thinking that place we found, those ruins, we're gonna be restoring. Well, at least we're gonna be using it as our base for quite a while. It's a resource, and more so how long it takes. Even if you get a full chunk of raw iron, it'll take forever for one player to make a full plate armor for everyone at that point. Probably burn out. Isn't there... Well, I'm not sure how... if that'll help a lot, but you can automate specifically plate armor. Well, can you? You do need to make chain armor too. I'm not sure. I was gonna say you can automate plate armor, but actually you do that. You do need to make chain too, I think. You can make plates. So if you make like... Technically that can scale up to infinity. Well, depends. Let's see, quartz. I'm good, thank you. I think we have enough reeds now. Let's go back home and, well... Let's keep an eye out for copper, but we'll head back home. I'm thinking the design we're gonna go for our location is gonna be like a tower. One giant tower. Throw away the hide. Be needing it that much. Instead, give me some berries. Okay. Oh, hey! Look at that. A little fort. That's another treasure hunter? Oh, we have 2 treasure hunters. Hey yo. What's your name? Your name is, oh, Timeth. Who's also a treasure hunter. Okay, well, mark it. Did I mark the... I don't think I marked the first treasure hunter. Okay. Can you also give me the story? Yes. Give me some berries, thank you. Nah, there's some woods around here. Let's keep an eye out for copper. Usually minimize how many reed chests you make, as getting storage only requires 36 clay, 8 peat, 8 sticks, and 10 grass, which is less expensive than 24 cattails. There's more storage and perish mitigation, but I like how they look. And we will be using the storage vessels, just not right now. We're kind of cramped, aren't we? I think it's the firewood. Anyway, here's our reed basket. Let's make another one. Okay. Boop boop. I was completely underrated. Did you hear what they did with Game Pass? When they did put the price up, right? Which is gonna like kill the deal. Oop. It used to be, I remember it used to be an amazing deal, which I was thinking, how can they afford that? But now, now it's not looking so good. Reed and storage vessel look good together next to each other. Really Neolithic vibes. Anyway, let's store some stuff in here. I can put clay, I guess. And the fat. And the seed. And the second basket can be going in this corner here. Boop. We'll put whatever. Inventory's looking kind of light. Okay, so what do I keep on me? I keep sticks, I keep grass, I keep flint for making stuff. And foods. Okay. What time is it? It's noon. We have time, we have time. Something that you believe a couple billions a month will now probably be less than half. Was said due to loss of COD 6 because of Game 1 Day Pass. Maybe the issue is the Day 1, not the Game Pass pricing. Then we could nap stones with each other, with other than flint, and eat cattail roots and tool roots. I know I used to only eat cattail roots because I didn't know how to get other foods. So we have copper all the way over there. I should go and fetch it. Fetch that and get some wood while we're out there. And sticks. There's a cave right below us. But we are temporarily stable at least. Okay. I always wondered how the Game Pass deal was working out for the developers, the game publishers, the game people themselves. Because it seems like it's good for attracting customers to Xbox. But then what? All they play on is gonna be Game Pass. Anyway. I think we have enough food for the night. We don't need to gather more, especially since we can't really stop it from perishing. Let's just look out for copper while we head back. What the? Oh, I thought for a second this was gonna be a castle. Well, we could dig this. This is pretty neat. We could dig this out and make a castle out of it, but I don't think we will. Copper. I mean, having at least one vein is better than no veins. Turnips, I'm gonna mark that for later. It's like day 2. We don't have to be hurrying for winter preparations right away. Ooh. Okay. That's probably gonna kill me someday. These collapses. I think it's gonna rain. I have a feeling. Halfway there. Let's keep a lookout for more copper. I know one vein won't be enough for our purposes, for our needs. But it will be, well, it will be enough to get us started, but it won't be enough for us to get everything we want out of it. Out of our copper tools. Future copper tools. There's some kind of dust storm. That's gonna collapse, isn't it? Nope. Okay. Good for me. Okay, we're almost there. Keep going. Keep going. And here we are. Well, not yet. Not yet. Oh, but there is, I should mark this as a bauxite place. A bauxite biome. Because that'll come in handy later. Much later. Really, a lot later. We don't want to forget it. Okay. Copper. Give me that. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, dang it, we only got like 7 bits. Oh wait, no, there's more. 9 bits. We need 40 to be able to mine our own copper, so this is a start. Maybe I'll try and expose some copper down there. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Well, that's all we had. Ugh. Time to head back. Let's try and take another route at least. So we can maybe discover. Well, there's not much I can do. I want to discover more copper. It's quartz. I'm fine, thank you. Doesn't have negativity-ish. Seems so far peaceful, but you'll only be able to watch about 15 minutes. Well, it's peaceful. That's because we've been running away from any fights. Oh, hey, look at that cobblestone. There's a ruin over there. Hmm. Well, I'm not gonna dig it out. Dig it out, so whatever. Oh, more ruins over there. Are they all dug in like this? Any loot? Oh, hey, look at that. You can see the inside of the house. Get me in there. Break these blocks with your bare hands. It's like a jail cell. Well, I could use the bones, actually. Um, give me the bones, please. Aw, they don't give bones. They don't give bones. Dang it. Oh well. Any loot? I don't see any loot. Oh well. There's another portal that just opened. Gotta run away. Any more copper, please? Just a smidge of copper, please. Are there any enemies? Yep, there's demons that pop out of these rifts over there. And also the animals will they will murder me if I let them. They absolutely decimate you. Bears, wolves, boars, deers that fight back when you hunt them, chickens. They'll murder us. They will. Aha, copper. Number 2. Up. Pick that up. Is there more? We gotta find the rest. If there's any left. Also, I could use some sticks. We need 40. We're at 14 right now. It's a bit premature because we don't have the, we don't have the infrastructure left to process copper, but at least we can have what it takes. No, don't tell me there's only 2 nuggets. No. Oh well. Only 2 copper nuggets. Meh, better than nothing. That's fine. If I do have to... oh, wait. I can use this for healing balms. If I do have to do some panning for copper, I will do it off stream. Bear, run! Ooh! I think they left me. Okay, we survived. Oh, there's another bear. Get out of here. This is bear territory. I'm out. Ugh. They will kill you in like 2 hits. And I think sometimes, I swear sometimes bears are just straight up faster than you, so they will just kill you. There's not much you can do about it. So where the heck am I? Ah, we're back on tracks, kind of. Let's keep an eye out for more copper. If I could find a 3rd vein, I think we'd be set. At least for our initial production. Oh well. Once we head back home, we'll have 1 activity to do for... Okay, is that another bear? That's another bear. This is Bear Town. I'm out of here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, once we get back, we'll have 1 activity to do for the night, which is molding clay. A lot of clay. So much clay. I am hungry. I'm kind of afraid of what's going to happen once we've used all these berry bushes, because we definitely don't have... Well, we could cook meals since we have clay, but... I don't know. And we've been hunting pretty decently. Kind of, maybe. Eh. We're going to be struggling for food for a bit. I can tell. Okay, time to head back. Ah. At least it's calm right now. You can see. The good thing with these ruins is that you can see them from far away. Okay. I do need more sticks. Let me try and get some. We're gonna need a lot more sticks if we want to form the clay. If we want to fire the clay. Okay. Please give me good enough sticks, I guess. There's some branchy leaves, which are guaranteed to give sticks, and the regular leaves have a chance to give me sticks. And we can get tree seeds from it. It'll be good later on, once they've grown. Another tree seed. Thank you. I think if we could get a full stack of sticks, we'd have enough for clay purposes. 24. That's enough for what? Tree pits, 3 things to fire. We're gonna need to fire a lot of clay stuffs. Clay thingies. Oh, and we need charcoal. Dang it. Okay, yeah, we're not ready. We're not ready anytime soon for copper. It's gonna take a long time before we're ready. But that's fine. Yeah, look at that, I have a berry bush right in front of my house. Let's spend the rest of the daylight time getting sticks. I should probably prepare the area for clay firing. Sure. It is a fire hazard. So we're gonna have to clear out a bit of a space for it. Go. Let's have stick spits. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is medium fertility soil. Never mind, actually. I think we can have our farm here. Let's find. I think there is some low fertility soil too, right? That's peat. I'm not gonna be firing clay in that. That's gonna be burning up. I don't want my peat to all burn up. Hey, there we go. Low fertility. 1, 2, 3. 1. And there goes the shovel, but that's fine. We can make another right now. I think if I make packed dirt, it won't catch on fire, or it won't have grass, right? Or was it rammed earth? I forgot. Okay, new shovel, please. Thank you. Boop. Good thing we have plenty of materials for making our flint tools. Okay. So if I make rammed or packed dirt, is it a fire hazard? Rammed earth. Might as well. Might as well. Boop. Okay. Let me clear out the grass around here. We're gonna need grass anyway for stuffs. I don't remember how far fire spreads, but I'm gonna go on a guess that is 2 blocks. Because I really don't want... and if fire does spread, what do I do? There's not much I can do right now. We don't have any way of... We don't have much we can do. But I think the ruins won't be affected by the fire. But maybe the peat field will. That would be awful. Stones, pick that up. The grass will catch on fire and spread. I've had one house burn down because I didn't notice my pit kiln putting fire to some grass near the house. But at the time I had a bucket to at least save the rooftop. And there goes the knife. Need a new knife. Knife, please. Okay. Done. And we're getting grass out of this deal too. Win-win. Okay, over here. Good, it's cleared out. So let's slowly but surely get some dirt. Okay, packed dirt set. You can just transfer all this dirt into packed dirt, so it's a self-building process. Okay. Up. Up. There we go. Does this look like a fire hazard? I don't think it does. Okay. And also we're gonna need a rooftop so it doesn't go out in the rain. Dang it. It's fine. We can make a packed dirt rooftop. Presumably. It's a night time soon. Quickly. That's just faster like this. Okay. Next row. Quickly before nighttime. And we won't be able to see anything. Come on. I guess we can finish this tomorrow. That's fine. Actually, no, we can't because we'll have a bunch of stuff to fire up. Dang it. Ow! Get out of here. Demons! Started already. Okay, we will have to finish this tomorrow. Run. Okay, well, time to hide in here forever. Put some peat in there. Peat. Fire starter. Come on. Well, now time to spend the night making clay stuff. Also, I could use a torch. I could use 2 torches. Cook those up, please. It'll be faster to fire them up like this. And there he goes. Wait, it's not. It resets the timer every time. It's not that fast to make those. Nah. Nah. Oops. Put a torch here. Cook the meat, please. Have firewood ready for extending the fire's lifetime. And time to get some clay stuff. What do we want to do? We want to prepare for copper tools and for making our life easier. And cooking. I think cooking first. Because we're kind of on a time limit on how much food we can have around these parts. So cooking first, we need bowls. Just gonna form them up. There we go. We get that caveman feel of sitting in a dirt hovel, making clay bowls while we sit on a bed. How do we look like right now? Oops, wrong button. Still the wrong button. Still the wrong button. What is the correct button? What? Wait a second. This is the button. Can't really see much. Because that's too small, I can't see. Oh well. Have some meats. Ah. Okay, this should last us for at least the other day. Or part of the other day. Oh, there's zombie noises outside. What can I use my fat for? I could use it to make preserved meals. To make oil lamps with it, but I don't think that's worth it. Because that's one thing to fire up. These bowls. Next. We want a cooking pot. Just one for now. We'll need more later on. Now this is crafting to the next level. We're gonna be here a while. Boop! Cooking pot ready. Next. What are my options? Actually, let me check the meat. Needs more firewood. What are my options? Let's see, a planter, crocs. We won't be using those for a while. We need at least one crucible. Smelting ore. There we go. We have 6 spots open. So we can have crucibles cooking, the bowls, the cooking pot, and I guess the molds. We're gonna be spending most of our nights clay forming stuff that we're gonna need later on. Oh. It needs a bit more. Thank you. Looks like cooking straight meal is also more expensive in fuel than having a soup or something with the same with like 5 times the ingredients. Okay, there's the crucible for ore. You can go in here, I guess. Next, we have 3 more slots open. Ingots, not yet. Ingots and anvil, not yet. Manual crafting, that's kind of new. It is very neat. I like it. Jug, shingles. Shingles could be good for making a rooftop, but not now. Oops. Okay, we got some meat. You know what I can do? I can get some a storage vessel. It's both good for food storage and for regular storage. I feel like this is a much more interactive and fun way to do crafting than just putting items in slots. Though it is more time intensive. At least we're not just spending the night in our bed fading to a black screen, we're doing something. Okay, here we're gonna have to use a function called duplicate layer, which is gonna make it so you make twice the same layer. So I can't use it right now because otherwise we'll just make a flat square like this. But for this giant storage vessel, it'll come in handy. Okay, now duplicate layer, please. And we keep going until it's all duplicated. It's gonna be pretty tall. Pretty tall. Because you have to actively participate in building and stack build like most out there. Can't. Yep. I think you can also do it, in multiplayer, so you can have 2 people working on the same on the same thing. Okay, now we gotta have to stand up for this clay. Storage vessel. We're gonna need a couple of these, but right now one will do. Ignore the monster noises outside. They can't bother us if we don't acknowledge them. And then we have a giant grid. It took almost like half a stack of clay, I think, to make. And then another layer. I'm just gonna duplicate. There we go. Done. So that's the fourth thingy. We have two more. I know what the two others gonna be. It's gonna be a pickaxe mold. Pickaxe mold. And a hammer mold. Which are the two things we need to mine and process ore. Crucible, pickaxe, hammer. If we have all these things, we can make our own ore and make more and more metal tools. We will need a hammer and anvil and stuff later. Oh, and we need wooden tongues. Later. Later. We don't even have the copper yet. Speaking of, can I store that somewhere? Yeah. Okay. There we go. As you can hear, it's kind of spooky, so I think it fits Halloween. Maybe, kind of. Kind of. I would have actual spooky games, I think, for Halloween proper. But for October, we can have spooky games. Okay. Do we have any space for storing these molds? One last mold, the hammer mold. Give me this. Thank you. Pickaxe, hoe, axe, fox, hammer. I mean, as far as crafting systems goes, this one is pretty fun. It's on the funner side of crafting. Either you make it super mega simple, like I showed off. Well, showed off. Like when I showed off in the last 5 minutes of Abiotic Factor, we have a super mega magical sciencey crafting table that takes from all of your containers, and you can craft anything as long as you have the materials easily in one click. Or you have this system, which is interactive. Interactive and not boring, as compared to things like I don't know. Let me think. Something like for example, in Dune Awakening or Conan Exiles, or these kinds of games where you have to like put a thing, like when I were cooking, put a thing inside the fire pit and wait 15 minutes for it to become a thingamajig. Kind of boring. Okay, that's all we can do for the night. What time is it? It's 2 AM. We can take a nap, I think. Wake up at like 6 AM if we can. Can I wake up now? 5 AM. That's good enough for me. Okay, so first order of business is to run out. And what do we do? What do we want to gather today? Sticks. We need sticks. Let's go to the forest. So we should get a real door, but I don't want it because it sucks. Run! All the monsters are scattered around the place. Have I checked out these ruins? Yeah, no, I've checked them out. Nothing, I think. Hey, it's raining. Because it's raining, it means that we need to. Oh wait. Well, if the monsters are scattered, we can continue our fire pit, our pit kiln. So because it's raining, we want to make a rooftop over them. Otherwise, they're gonna get extinguished. It won't be actually, you know, making our clay things into clay things. Back at it. Up, 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 up. And then same thing. We can't really make wooden things yet. The only thing we can do with wood is put down the raw, like, log down. Which is good for, like, aesthetics, but it's not really good for resources, like, efficiency. Since we don't live near a forest, we don't have access to a lot of wood easily. Okay, so now we need a rooftop. I'm gonna put it in the middle here. Because we have clay, we can make cobblestone. I can make cobblestone slabs. Yeah, something like this. For the roof. This needs to extend over these holes. Okay, we need more stone. Are you guys made of granite? Yeah, you are. Well, I can just pick up the stones from the ground. That'll work for us. We need more flint anyway. And sticks. Let's see, for 6 kills, we need 6 times 8. 46... No, 48. We need 48 sticks to cover everything. And we currently have 28. So we need a couple more. But once we have all of our clay things fired up and ready to go, we'll be able to make meals, which is much more nutritious. So we can stretch our food for longer. We'll be able to at least be ready for whenever we get enough copper to get tools. And we'll have better storage. So I think our next step, once we have our clay things ready... Oh, and then we need charcoal. Well, charcoal can... should I go charcoal right now? Nah, we should go charcoal after I've, like, made a real, like, home. That's not a 3x3 dirt hole. Kinda dark. What kind of home can we make? Well, if I break down the old stones and fill the walls with dirt, we can make like a decent little square, a rectangle. We don't really have enough of the stones like on our own to make stone walls yet. I could use wood to fill in the corners. We'll see. What's for sure is that we need to be bigger, much bigger. At least, at the very least, the minimum, double the size of the room that we currently are living in. Because we'll need space. Also, this game has the interesting thing of being able to use floor storage. For example, if I make this a 2 square tall building, I can just put my tools down like this. So if we have a bigger room, we can use more storage more efficiently. Yep. And that's why it looks cool. Anyways, continue. So you can stack, for example, as I've been using on the first day, we can stack firewood on our spot, on a square. It's not, it's not as efficient as putting straight up a chest on a square, than having to have like 2 items on a square, but it is free. It is literally free. So if you have a big space, you can stock lots of things on the ground for free. Caveman style. Okay, we have enough sticks. Do we have enough stones? I'm not sure. I kind of stopped picking up stones after a while. Stones and flints. And picking up stones is a good activity if you want to look for copper too, since you'll be looking at all the stones. Let's go west. The there anything interesting down there? Nothing. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, no, nothing. That's some dangerous holes we could fall into and die. Or get stuck, at least. Yeah, picking up stuff like that. Picking up stones like this is definitely a better way to look for copper. At least oh, hey, wow, there's clay right over here. I marked my old clay over there. So red, pick, done. That's clay. That's good. That's nearby. I think, you know what? I think we have enough clay to make shingles, roofs and stuff. Either that or we have to make a thatch roof, but that's gonna be really labor intensive. I'm not sure which one's the worst. Shingles is really expensive in materials. Thatch is expensive in like labor. It's gonna take a lot of work to accomplish. But it is a roof that is not dirt. I'm thinking the shingles are gonna look better. Once we have like some free spots in our batches of clay things, we can do a batch of shingles. Anyway, I haven't seen any copper around. Though we are getting plenty of stones. Oh, hey! A tool vessel. What is that? 2 shovels? 2 shovels. I can replace my old shovel. Oops, that's meat. Give me that. I should try and hunt a bit. Hunting 1 boar give us enough meat for at least a day and a half. Hey, more clay. Mark it. There we go. Oh, there's berries. That'll work for us. There's quartz over here. That's fine for me. I don't really care. I think we have enough stones now, but I can still look for copper. Aha, copper! Hey! Lucky. Thank you. How much do we get? Ooh, 20. Okay, so now we only need like... Either we find 1 more debris or we can pan for some copper. Actually, you know what? We're ready for copper tools already. Well, already. Or not, but that was enough copper. If we only need like 5, we can use our pan and some sand to pan for copper. And we have enough. We have 3 deposits located, so that'll be enough for whatever we want to do out of copper stuffs. Except maybe an anvil. I'm not sure. We'll see. If they're rich deposits, then maybe. If they're poor, not so much. Anyway, these void cortex are getting a bit on my nerves. Then we're back with high activity. So how much copper do we have? We need 6 more. Yeah, we can use a wooden pan for that. Take the clay stuffs. That's everything. Oops, almost everything. Okay, so you guys go in the holes. Boop. 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 Cover them with grass. I think, are we gonna have enough grass? Yeah, we can get more. It's 10 each. Dead sticks. And then combustibles. But first we need a roof. You don't go out if it rains. Up. That'll do. It's a bit primitive, but we're literally cavemen. I don't know. We are primitive. I don't. No point pretending otherwise. Okay, so we have a roof. Good. Is it? Oh, I did too big of a roof. Yeah. I can get some of these slabs for my own house. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's get some combustibles using peat. It'll be ready tomorrow to be burnt up. We got like, you know, the copper finds. Sometimes you can go really long without seeing any copper, and you have to all pan using a wooden pan for it, which takes a long while. I wonder how much peat there is in a peat deposit. How deep does it go? I can be. Is it a peat mine? It's 3 layers deep. Jesus, that's gonna be so much fuel. Amazing. Okay. Oops. My bad. Okay. So all we need is to pan for copper and we'll be ready tomorrow to, well, ready. Then we need to also make charcoal. But that's not too bad. Okay. Torch. I think we've made this a pretty fireproof place. Let me try. Can I light this on fire? No, it goes out. Good. But it's not a fire hazard. Let's fire them up. They'll be ready by tomorrow. We need food. The eternal struggle. Especially in the early game. I guess we can go hunting while I look for sand. Need sand to pan. How do I do a wooden pan? A block of wood and a knife. Okay, well, we have most of that. Let me manage my storage a bit. This goes in there, this goes in there, this goes in there. I'm keeping those. Are we out of sticks? We're out of sticks. Oh, hey, there's a block of wood over there. Yoink. Let me get some sticks. We'll need to use them to make and replace our tools. Kind of important. Oh, a demon. Get out of here. That's what I thought. Okay, so we have sticks, grass, and a flint. Next. Make me a wooden pan, please. Out of maple. Good. Now let's hunt. Oh, we need a new spear. Yeah, we need a new spear. Quickly. Before the demons come back. Spear head. Then we can hunt while we look for a suitable place for wooden panning. Okay. New spear. Let's see. We need a place full of water and a dry gravel or sand. We can just pick up some gravel and bring it to a water spot, but we don't have that right now. We don't have that on us, so too bad. That's more peat. Wow. We're gonna be set for fuel in this place at least. Plenty of peat. I don't see any hunting stuff. So over there's a bear territory. That's a bunch of tool, aka thatch. I guess I can kill this ox for food. I missed. Food. I missed. Got it. Okay, now they're gonna fight back. And do that. One bit of meat and some fat. Thank you. It's a baby deer. We're gonna let that grow up. It's a baby boar. We're gonna let that grow up. Is there a mama boar? Ooh, Jesus. Alright. It's a big hole. Is there anything down there? There's quartz. I'm good, thanks. I got spooked by that one. If we could find some berry bushes, that could help too. What do you need foods? At all. Any foods at all. And no bears, please. Oh, and something to pan. I need a lot of things. Oh, is that sand? Is that a village? No. Some vertical stones. Okay, that is sand, but I'm afraid it's gonna collapse if I dig it. Let's get like 10 blocks. 9 blocks. 10 blocks. Okay, so now we can pan for stuff, but we still need food. Let's first hunt. Then get the last copper bits, and that'll be that for today. Okay, there's literally nothing. These are empty fields right now. Oh, is that a merchant? Hey, a merchant. That we haven't discovered for some reason. I could cook cattails, but those are kind of inefficient food sources. Oh, rabbit. Huh, I missed. And I lost track of it. And it's gone. It's gone. Chickens, I'm good. They'll give us feathers for... It's a raccoon, I think. Well, I survived. There we go. Is there a horse or fish for travel? Yep. There's... I know you can use elks for travel. I'm not sure about horses. You can have boats for fast travel. I think there's also teleporters. I think. That's like way... I've never gotten that far yet. Oh, wait. What is that? I missed. It's a fox. Kill it. By hand. Dead. Oops. 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 We're not getting much meat. And this is all bush meat, which is worse than regular meat, than red meat that we had last time around. Wait, there's a berry bush. Maybe there's some full berry bushes around here. Anyway, let's speak with the merchant, see what they're about. I missed. Bonk. You can eat the meat without having it big cooked, so whatever. Boop. I can eat the raw fat though. Yum. Hey merchant, who are you? What do you sell? A building materials trader. What do you trade? What do you trade? Let's see. Purple and gold wallpaper, glass. pillars, polished rocks, fired fire clay shingles. Ooh, fire clay bricks, birch planks, or 2 gears. Okay, well, I'll mark it on the map. That's some good materials. Building trader. Anyway, let's look for berries and stuff. We are hunting a lot, but we're not getting much out of it. Are the hides? I'm not able to process them. What is that? Chickens. I can't use the feathers and hides for anything really, because we just don't have the space for it, for them. Is that something over there? Pig noises. Need that pig. Where is it? It's a chicken. I heard a pig. A wild hog. Free steaks on the ground. Is that a bear? That's a bear! Run! Run. They will murder me. Oh. A vessel. Full of clay. I'll take it. Is that a chicken noise or is that a pig noise? I think that's a chicken noise. Anyway, any berries? Oh, that's a pig. I gotta get it to aggro me. It doesn't run away. It did! Ugh. It's not dead yet. Aha! That'll feed us. Good. Give me that. Okay, it's just 5 out of... Last time we had 8, but that's fine. I'm gonna eat the raw fat. If I could get some berries to hold me over until we get back home, that'd be good. But I don't see much berries. Gravel... Is that a bunny? Murder. Get back here. Dang it. I got Bugs Bunnied. Just disappeared. Any food, please? No? Oh well. There's a bunch of ferns around here. I'm kind of far, aren't I? Yeah, let's try and circle back. Oh, I think I see berry bushes. Not sure if they have berries in them, but... Yeah, look at that. A bunch of berry bushes. Let's see, flowering. There's some onions. I'm gonna mark that for later. More sticks. Thank you. Oh, berry bushes. Ah, that'll hold me over till we get back. Good. And by tomorrow, we'll be able to cook, make actual meals. You know what? Maybe I can preserve the meat and keep it for a meal instead. If it can just last like 1 day. What was that noise? A bear! Run! Oh, is that a fruit tree over there? It's a cherry tree. Market. Whatever. Whatever. You're a wolf. Is that a wolf or is that a hog? That's hogs. Okay, if I kill them, we won't be able to preserve the meat. It's marked for later. I'm gonna put the fruit icon, I guess. We can come back here and get lots of foods. Good. That's a good place for food. Let's go back home. Actually, before we head back home all the way, I should use the last of the daylight get a bit of copper. We need 6 nuggets. Ouch. Don't know, we can get a bunch of random stuff panning like this. I think we just got a stick. I wonder if we can get food like this. Come on. I think we got a bit of clay. We just need some copper. Come on. That's what? That's zinc for bronze. Either we can make tin bronze, like in the Bronze Age, I think, or we can make a bismuth bronze, which is zinc and bismuth. Tin is a ratio of like 9 copper to 1 tin. So if we have plenty of copper and a little bit of tin, we can make plenty of bronze. And bismuth bronze is 50% copper and zinc and bismuth, which means that it's good if you're a bit short on copper instead. And we didn't get a single bit of copper like this. Uh-oh. I did have, oh, hey, copper, number 1 out of 6. I didn't have to spend a lot of time doing panning like this in my first playthrough because I couldn't find enough copper. I found like 10, so we had to pan for 30, so panning for 6 sounds much more easy, in my mind anyway. And we're getting other resources anyway, like stones and sticks. Hey, other copper! Already a third of the way there. Please, before night falls. Please. Come on. Come on. Once we have all the copper we need, tomorrow we can focus on the metal process. We'll need to have some charcoal ready and make wooden tongues. And once these 2 things are made, we can have our own tools. Hey, halfway there. We can have our own copper tools and mine for copper. And that will be exponentially more copper than what we've found so far. Like, we're gonna have a ton of copper. Ooh, monsters. Okay, it's over. Time to leave. Ouch. Time to head home. That's fine. We can pan for the rest tomorrow too. So we got some charcoal fired up. Oh god, so many monsters. Give me a torch. Oh, we found some metal bits. Ouch. Is that a deer? I probably won't be able to kill it. Yeah. Demon! Get back! Get back! Okay, you got a shiver, good. We're out of here. Get out of here. It's a bit dark. Who knew? Nighttime. Dark. We could also try and take the opportunity of this night to clay mold more things. I guess we can do that. Nah, I want to stop the stream for today. Look at this house. I guess our initial expansion can be like these border. Oh, bony soil. We can be like all the way here. All the way here. To this corner. All the way. That'll be a decent space. Ish. Oops. Okay, well, that was sand. I forgot about that. Ah. Okay. We have a couple of things to prepare for first. Give me some firewood. Give me 5 pieces for 4 bits of meat. And then Use this. Okay. I don't have the storage for all these things I got. Ooh, native gold. Worthless. For us. By itself. Let's try and store some stuff. Where's all the... Okay, there's the clay. We'll wait for the meat to cook, we can clay form. Let's see. An axe? Will we want a copper axe? I'm not sure. A falx? I think we will. That's a weapon. There we go. At least we don't have to waste the daylight hours doing this. Did I have a torch here? Yeah, I do. I can take this torch out. So hopefully tomorrow the clay stops burning, so we have a cooking pot. So we can cook the meat and some berries to make a meal. Stop it. No, stop sleeping. I'm gonna use this angle instead. So that was a falx, aka a blade, a weapon. Like a nasty looking curved sword. As you may or may not be able to tell from this shape. Next mold we want. Let's see. Ingots, jugs, axe, nope. Hammer, already done. Halve hammer, nope. Oh, nope. Lamelate, never. Pickaxe, already done. Prospecting pickaxe, we'll need that. But you need a bit more. Please burn a tiny bit more. That'll do it. Prospecting pickaxe. I do like prospecting for ores. Ugh. Especially because in this game the ore veins are quite big, but it's kind of rare. Okay. Once we're done with this prospecting mold, I guess we can do shingles. We'll have some free space. If not shingles, what else? Well, we could do another storage vessel. We're gonna need them anyway. We can do storage vessel and then shingles. Well, do we even have the space to store all this? Maybe on the floor outside. I'm just gonna fill everything in. It's fine. Boop. Boop, boop. We only need to do these once. These molds, at least, we only need to do them once, so we won't be doing them again. Unless we lose them somehow. Okay, next, a storage vessel, please. Do we have enough clay for that? Yeah, we will. We just go with the triple instead. Duplicate layer. Much easier like this. Please don't do this. No, thank you. Duplicate layer a couple of times. Takes a bit. It's out of clay too. Okay, now we have to stand up. There we go. A bit of a spill, that's fine. And then the covering bits and duplicate. There we go. Now we just need to do shingles, which will be going by much faster. Okay, shingle times. We still have enough clay. And if we need more clay, we have plenty of deposits all over the place. So, shingles. We need to do two pits worth of shingles. Shingles can only go up to 48 bits, 48 pieces per kiln. Which means we gotta do this, that's 12. We gotta do this 8 times. But it goes by fast. And we'll have to access to some neat decoration options with these. There we go, 12. Shingles. Can I do a duplicate layer? No, I can't. I'm gonna go with the 3x3 instead. Yep. Is the meat done? We're kind of hungry. Did I eat the meat? Wow. We're still hungry. Dang it. I want to save the red meat. Well, we can cook one piece. One bit. I'm going to relight the fire. Have some peat. Not 14. Please God, no. One bit should be enough, I think. Okay. Inventory is getting kind of full. But shingles are calling our name. That's 24. There we go. At least it's kind of calm if you ignore all the zombie noises. That was not enough. Need another bit of peat. Oop. I do think they'll make for a neat rooftop. And we can because we're making a lot of them, we're basically mass producing building construction tiles. That wasn't much. That didn't fill me up that much. Oh god. We are struggling for food for sure. Quite the base you have already. Yeah, you know, a little 3x3 hole in the ground. Oh, you mean all this stuff? We have one basket, one fire pit, one ground storage, another basket, and a bunch of space for, and one middle hole for clay forming. But yeah, using all these shingles once they're fired up, they'll be easy to use to mass produce at least one rooftop. Well, mass produce. I don't know what that's not the name. It just means that we'll be able to do a rooftop without much, like, apart from this part right here, the part where I formed the shingle. That's the labor part. Once that's done and they're all fired up, you can just craft with them. So it'll be easy to make a roof with it. And it'll look good, I think. I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay. So we're halfway out of 8. We're 5 out of 8 ways. Fifth, eighth of the way through. Also, almost out of clay, but that's fine. We have plenty of clay around. I'd like to have a fence around our base so we don't hear the groaning noises of the zombies. 6/8 or 3/4. Almost done. Okay. There we go. 7/8. All right. Okay, so this will help us make a roof. So tomorrow the plan is, tomorrow both in the game and in real life, the plan is get a charcoal pit to cook charcoal. Get, I guess we're gonna get stone. Nah, we'll have to get wood to make the, we'll have to redecorate our entire base. So yeah, that'll take a while. Anyway, take a nap. Not oversleep too much because we're kind of hungry. Okay, wake up, wake up! You're hungry. Is this over? Hey, it's over. Ouch! Run! Charcoal pit to make charcoal? Yep. So we'll have to dig a pit, fill it with firewood, and then light it on fire in a specific way so to create charcoal. They're still hanging around. Let me try and collect my cooking pot and bowl. 1, 2, good. Get back to hiding. This will work, I think. I hope. So cooking pot gets in there. We'll just have to make 2 portions of a red meat stew. I'll cook it with peat. Let's go with 3 pizzas. Good music. I agree. The music is really nice. The inventory is kind of full, but that's, you know, what happens. Let me see if I can pick up the other storage vessel. It's good for preserving food, or just, you know, storage. Go, 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 go. Boop. Oh, I could have put turnips inside the soup. Oh well, too late. Yeah. Well, now we have more storage space. That's good. A lot more storage space. For 1 square of storage, it stores 30% more than this. Ah. Okay. Well, we'll have to sort out our food situation. I think a bit of hunting and getting some berries will let us have more than enough food. If I want to preserve... Okay, so first of all, this already preserves food pretty well. But if I wanted to make it even better, I would just dig a hole. Dig a hole, put the thingy down there, cover it with dirt, and that will stay fresh for much, much, much longer. But that food stays fresh for like the whole season. If for example I go on a hunting trip for hides and I have way too much meat I can't process, I could put it over there, put it in the vessel, dig it, and that'll stay fresh for at least a week instead of like 2 days. So we can process it a bit, you know, a bit at a time, eat it. Or if I have like a huge harvest of grain I can't like store, put it in the vessel, put it on the ground, boom, done. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. We're done. We're gonna be, hopefully tomorrow we'll be done with this dirt hovel, and we'll have some actual copper tools. So we will no longer be a cave person. but actually a copper person, which is also a cave person, but like with a wood house. Anyway, bye 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 bye.